This week, on May 27, 2025, U.S. Deputy Assistant Secretary for West Africa, Will Stevens, touched down in Ouagadougou, the vibrant, pulsating capital of Burkina Faso, carrying a message from President Donald Trump about building practical ties based on mutual respect.
In a bold move that shocked Washington, Donald Trump quietly sent a delegation to Burkina Faso, hoping to open a back channel with the rising Pan-African powerhouse. But Captain Ibrahim Traoré wasn't having it.
The United States, under President Donald Trump, has dispatched a high-level delegation to Burkina Faso to meet with the revolutionary leader, Captain Ibrahim Traoré.
In a stunning show of defiance, Traoré refused the meeting outright, sending a powerful message. Burkina Faso answers only to its people, not foreign powers. As Western influence crumbles across Africa, Traoré is standing firm, guarding his country's sovereignty while others bow. Why did Trump really reach out? And what does this mean for the future of U.S. Africa relations? Let's dive into the full story. Traoré's bold rejection of U.S. delegation. In a move that sent shockwaves through diplomatic circles, President Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso decisively turned away a delegation sent by former U.S. President Donald Trump. This was not merely a political snub, it was a bold and symbolic statement of national sovereignty. The U.S. delegation, reportedly aiming to discuss economic partnerships and security cooperation, was met with an unambiguous refusal. Traoré's response was firm. Burkina Faso will no longer serve as a pawn in global power games. This action highlights Traoré's growing commitment to self-determination and the rejection of neo-colonial interference. Under his leadership, Burkina Faso has taken steps to redefine its international relationships, moving away from dependency on Western powers and instead prioritizing alliances that respect the nation's autonomy and dignity. His stance sends a clear message, not just to the United States, but to the wider international community, that African nations deserve equal footing and must no longer be dictated to. Traoré has repeatedly emphasized the importance of African nations charting their own independent paths, rooted in the needs and aspirations of their people. His rejection of the Trump-backed delegation reflects a wider, continent-wide sentiment, a desire for genuine independence, dignity, and mutual respect on the global stage. This incident is more than just a diplomatic episode. It symbolizes a new wave of African leadership that seeks to break free from historical patterns of exploitation and control. Traoré's actions resonate across Africa, inspiring others to reclaim agency and demand a future defined on their own terms.
A new refinery capable of processing 400 kilograms of gold per day, and measures that could generate up to $500 million per year. This insurgent leader is not only challenging colonial powers but also redefining the economic and geopolitical playing field.
Economic independence and resource control. Under President Ibrahim Traoré's leadership, Burkina Faso has embarked on a bold and transformative path toward economic self-reliance, recognizing the long-term dangers of dependency on foreign aid, loans, and external financial institutions. Traoré has rejected offers from global entities such as the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the World Bank. Instead, he has turned inward, focusing on leveraging the country's own rich natural and agricultural resources to foster sustainable growth. A cornerstone of this strategy is the establishment of a state-of-the-art gold refinery, an unprecedented move in Burkina Faso's history. By processing gold domestically rather than exporting it in raw form, the country captures more value from its most prized natural resource. This not only boosts export revenue, but also creates local employment opportunities and strengthens national control over the mining sector. Beyond minerals, Traoré has prioritized agricultural self-sufficiency. One significant initiative includes the development of tomato processing plants across the country. This aims to reduce reliance on imported tomato products while encouraging local farming and agro-industrial growth. It also signals a broader shift toward food sovereignty and economic diversification. By investing in domestic industries and emphasizing national resource control, President Traoré is laying a strong foundation for long-term economic stability. His vision reflects a deeper commitment to reducing Burkina Faso's vulnerability to global market fluctuations and external economic pressures, ensuring a more resilient and independent future for the nation.
While the West debates policy, Traoré is laying bricks. While global powers fight proxy wars for influence, Traoré is building a new future.
Social reforms and infrastructure development. President Ibrahim Traoré's vision for Burkina Faso goes far beyond economic reforms. It is rooted in a deep commitment to improving the daily lives of his people. Aware of the hardships endured by internally displaced persons, IDPs, due to ongoing security challenges, his administration has launched a significant housing initiative aimed at providing free homes for affected families. This program not only offers immediate relief, but also serves as a powerful symbol of a government that prioritizes the welfare of its citizens. In the healthcare sector, Traoré has unveiled an ambitious plan to construct 55 modern communal hospitals over the next 5 years. Already, 20 medical centers are under construction, signaling swift progress. These facilities are strategically located to ensure broader access to quality healthcare, especially in rural and underserved areas that have long suffered from neglect. Infrastructure development is also at the heart of Traoré's governance strategy. Major projects include the expansion of road networks and the construction of the Ouagadougou-Donson International Airport, which is expected to enhance national and regional connectivity while stimulating economic activity. Together, these initiatives reflect Traoré's holistic approach to leadership, one that places people at the center of policy. His focus on housing, healthcare, and infrastructure demonstrates a commitment to lasting, inclusive development that directly improves the well-being of Burkina Faso citizens.
This lesson is West African Textiles, the Faso Dan Fani cloth of Burkina Faso, and the first in a 5-part series on West African textiles taught by Mina Diaz-Stevens.
Cultural revival and national identity. President Ibrahim Traoré understands the unifying power of culture and its crucial role in shaping national identity. Under his leadership, Burkina Faso has witnessed a cultural renaissance aimed at fostering pride, unity, and self-reliance among its people. Central to this movement is the promotion of Faso Dan Fani, the country's iconic hand-woven cotton textile, which has become a symbol of national dignity and heritage. Traoré has actively encouraged the use of Faso Dan Fani in official and public settings, including a landmark decision to replace colonial-era legal robes in the courtroom with garments made from the indigenous fabric. This act of cultural reclamation not only challenges remnants of colonial influence, but also reasserts Burkina Faso's unique identity on the global stage. In a further bid to support local artisans and boost domestic production, Traoré's administration has banned the importation of second-hand clothing. This move aims to reduce the country's dependence on foreign goods while revitalizing local textile industries and preserving traditional craftsmanship. These culturally driven policies do more than celebrate heritage. They serve as practical tools for economic empowerment and social cohesion. By intertwining cultural revival with national development, Traoré demonstrates that reclaiming one's roots is a vital pillar of long-term sovereignty, self-respect, and sustainable progress.
Africa is underrepresented in global governance structures, from the Security Council to international financial institutions, but overrepresented in the very challenges these structures are designed to address.
Strengthening regional alliances. Recognizing the critical importance of regional cooperation, President Ibrahim Traoré has played a pivotal role in the formation of the Alliance of Sahel States, AES, a coalition that brings together Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. This strategic alliance was born out of a shared determination to confront the complex security challenges posed by extremist groups that have destabilized the region for years. By fostering unity among these neighboring nations, Traoré aims to implement African-led solutions grounded in mutual respect and regional solidarity. The AES focuses on enhancing collective security through coordinated military efforts, intelligence sharing, and joint operations. By pooling resources and aligning strategic priorities, the alliance significantly reduces the reliance on foreign military assistance, asserting greater control over the region's security architecture. This approach marks a profound shift towards self-determination and resilience. Beyond security, the alliance is also committed to economic collaboration. Plans are underway to establish joint investment banks, stabilization funds, and infrastructure projects that will benefit all member states. These initiatives are designed to stimulate economic growth, improve public services, and create a more integrated and self-sufficient regional economy. President Traoré's leadership in shaping and advancing the AES underscores his broader vision for a stronger, more independent Sahel. His proactive diplomacy positions Burkina Faso as a central player in forging a new era of cooperation, stability, and development in West Africa.
In April 2025, Burkina Faso launched a policy for free education from primary school to university, led by President Ibrahim Traoré. This initiative also provides free textbooks for primary school students.
Educational and youth empowerment initiatives. President Ibrahim Traoré recognizes that the youth are the cornerstone of Burkina Faso's future, and as such, he has placed education and youth empowerment at the heart of his national agenda. His administration has launched a series of initiatives aimed at expanding access to quality education, with a particular focus on rural and underserved communities. These efforts include the construction and renovation of schools, the provision of essential learning materials, and comprehensive teacher training programs to ensure effective and inclusive instruction. Beyond basic education, Traoré is addressing the gap between academic learning and employability. Vocational training centers are being established across the country to equip young people with practical, in-demand skills that meet the needs of the modern job market. These centers offer training in agriculture, technology, construction, and other sectors vital to national development. The goal is to reduce youth unemployment and foster a spirit of entrepreneurship and innovation. Traoré's commitment also extends to higher education, where significant investments are being made to upgrade university infrastructure and strengthen research institutions. These improvements aim to cultivate a new generation of thinkers, leaders, and professionals capable of driving Burkina Faso forward. Through these comprehensive initiatives, President Traoré is laying a solid foundation for a self-reliant and prosperous future, one that empowers youth to lead, create, and thrive.
As we uncover how Burkina Faso is reshaping its future with bold action and a game-changing land restoration program, increasingly erratic rainfall patterns, prolonged droughts, and rising temperatures. According to the United Nations, desertification now impacts over 40% of the world's land area.
Environmental conservation and sustainable practices. President Ibrahim Traoré's administration recognizes that environmental conservation is essential to achieving long-term national sustainability. In response to the growing threats of desertification and climate change, the government has launched reforestation campaigns aimed at restoring degraded lands and preserving biodiversity. These efforts are complemented by sustainable land management practices that promote soil health, prevent erosion, and support agricultural productivity, crucial for a country where many livelihoods depend on farming. To reduce reliance on fossil fuels and minimize the country's carbon footprint, Traoré is promoting the use of renewable energy sources, particularly solar power. Burkina Faso's abundant sunlight offers a valuable opportunity to harness clean energy for rural electrification, public services, and economic activities. The expansion of solar infrastructure not only addresses energy needs, but also creates green jobs and reduces environmental degradation. Urban areas are also benefiting from new waste management strategies. Initiatives to improve waste collection, recycling, and public awareness are being rolled out to combat pollution and encourage responsible consumption habits. These environmental reforms are closely tied to public education campaigns that aim to instill a culture of environmental stewardship among citizens, especially the youth. By integrating environmental priorities into national development planning, Traoré is ensuring that Burkina Faso's progress is both sustainable and inclusive. His forward-looking vision reflects a deep commitment to ecological integrity, resilience, and a greener future.
In the heart of West Africa, a new political and military icon has emerged, one who has captured the imagination of a restless youth, defied Western influence, and shaken up the balance of power in the Sahel.
A new era of leadership and vision. Ibrahim Traoré's leadership marks a transformative shift from conventional governance models in West Africa. His approach emphasizes self-reliance, cultural pride, regional solidarity, and sustainable development, reflecting a comprehensive vision for nation building. Traoré firmly believes that African nations have the capacity to chart their own course, free from neo-colonial influence or external dependency. His policies are designed to empower the Burkinabe people, promote national sovereignty, and foster inclusive growth. Under his leadership, Burkina Faso has witnessed renewed optimism. Initiatives in education, healthcare, infrastructure, environmental sustainability, and economic independence are resonating not just at home, but across the continent. Traoré's stance on regional cooperation and cultural revival further underscores his commitment to African-led solutions. More than a national figure, Traoré is becoming a symbol of a broader African awakening. His leadership offers a powerful example for countries seeking to reclaim agency and prioritize the well-being of their citizens. As Burkina Faso continues on its path of transformation, Traoré's vision remains a beacon of hope and resilience. With a single refusal, Traoré reminded the world that Burkina Faso is no longer under anyone's thumb. Trump's delegation didn't find a weak puppet. They found a proud leader who puts his people above political games. While some leaders chase handouts, Traoré demands respect, not interference. This isn't just a headline, it's a turning point. Africa is rising with leaders who won't flinch when power knocks at the door. And if the West wants dialogue, they'd better come with humility, not hidden agendas. Traoré just drew the line, and the world is watching. Stand strong, Burkina Faso.